Hello, Knight here. Welcome back to my Napoleon Total War campaign, playing as the Great Britain faction using the Darthmod. I think I left it that we were actually waiting for the end turn, actually. So I'm just going to kick into the end turn and just speed things up, see what the French Empire does. Got a lot of troops in southern France. I think maybe 3 stacks that we need to take out, so we'll need at least 4 or 5 stacks to do that. French morale is really very high, so in a sort of one-to-one battle, unless I have a lot of terrain advantages, it's very difficult to defeat them without heavy losses. We've certainly managed to destroy their Western Empire. France itself has gone. That's helped our allies, I think. It must have done, although it doesn't really look like it. If you look at the mini-map, you can see the French are still expanding eastwards. Austria seems to be taking quite a lot of hits, to be honest. I've now got Hungary, another country, has broken away from them. And it looks as if they're basically on their way out, to be honest, the Austrians. So we need to try and take out some more French territory to give them a chance. Of course, it's quite handy for us longer term, because our erstwhile allies, we will have to attack them eventually. We've got something like 60 regions we've got to take in order to win the game. So that will definitely encompass us attacking people like Prussia and Austria, if they still exist. Brittany is our protectorate, which we've managed to use as a kind of a buffer state between us and the French, so they can't counterattack us whilst we take out Spain. Once Spain is gone, we'll be relocating to attack the south of France, and then moving on to attack the homeland of the French, which now seems to be in Germany, basically. Right, I think we'll use Arthur Wellesley to attack. There we go. I'm going to alter things around for the reinforcements slightly. I honestly don't believe that I'll need them, but it's possible. It's unlikely. He's got some cavalry, and the morale is terrible. Morale is 0 for those guys, those line cavalry. Even the heavy dragoons, it's only 2. Wow, that's terrible. I don't think I've ever seen morale so low. Right, let's assault them. I'm not going to auto-resolve because that would probably end up with us losing loads and loads of troops. And I like fighting the battles in this game, actually. They're always quite interesting. It looks like there's a town here by the looks of it, just here. I'm not quite sure. I assume that I'm the blue and he's the red, I think. This will be quite interesting. It's early March 1806 and we have the Battle of Madrid. The main aim here is not to lose troops. As I said, I'll just reiterate what I said. Right, okay, so I'm not going to, there's 2 ways to play this battle. You can walk slowly towards his artillery and take lots of hits, although he's not actually deployed at the moment. It's probably a good thing for him. He doesn't know where I'm going to attack. What we're going to do, I don't want to walk slowly towards them and suffer lots of hits. So I think we're going to try and use the town and get as close as possible, rather than have to cover this vast distance from here to here and be shot at the whole time. What we're going to do, we're going to move into the town and then attack, well, it's a village, isn't it? An attack from the village towards wherever he's redeployed. He'll probably just form up a line here, I would guess. But the town could be quite useful. It'll certainly stop a lot of his bombarding units. Right, so let's brigade up my units of the light brigade, dragoons. The artillery, they're going to need to move pretty sharpish. We want them to redeploy and get involved as quickly as possible. We've got Sir Arthur, Duke of Wellington. Got the King's German Legion, Sutherland, the South Wales Borderers. Well, they're in a brigade. Cambridge, Kent, Essex Regiment. So again, we'll put those over here. Norfolk, Suffolk, King's Own Borderers. And over here, the final brigade, the East Sussex, Surrey Foresters and the Dublin Militia. Whoa, what happened there? Start again. To press the wrong button. It's all live, folks, it's all live. I do make errors at times. I must have ungrouped all of them. That's better. Right, okay, so we should have everyone over this side. You can see I'm trying to outflank him basically. If you look at the mini-map, let's start the battle. Now we're going to move over here. Need everyone moving as quickly as possible. I'm going to turn the sound back on, the effects sound as well, so that you get the battlefield effects. So I say it's March 1806, early March. Actually moving in slow motion, I think. Artillery. Let's have a look. Some nice buildings here we might be able to occupy. Put some pressure. There's a nice building there. We've put some sharpshooters in there. Still hasn't deployed his artillery. He's moving it around, which is obviously sensible. He's redeploying to face me. Some nice buildings here actually. It might be wise to put our artillery over here. Put our cavalry. Oh, sorry about that. Jumping around. We're going to put our cavalry over there. Sir Arthur here. Brigade with him. Another brigade down here. The third brigade will put there. This final brigade we're going to put over here. Maybe take up position in this building here, and we'll use the artillery. I'm quite hopeful we'll be able to use the light brigade cavalry to take out their artillery. His general forwards. What else has he got? He set up his... I'm not quite sure these are fences, but I think they're called some French name, aren't they? Flash scenes or something, or I'm not quite sure what they are called. If anyone knows, please let me know. I can't believe how low their morale is, to be honest. Some guerrillas here. To the side. They're still kind of moving about, not wondering where I'm going to go actually, by the looks of it. My guys are going to be tired, obviously, but I should have enough time to actually let them rest while the cavalry try and take out the artillery and these light troops. Okay, you can see on the mini-map how we're manoeuvring around using the town. There's a artillery barrier. He's still not deploying, which is again probably sensible actually. If it were me, if I was a human player, well I'm a human player, but if the AI was human, I'd move back probably from the town so you could deploy the artillery. It would really do away with the fact that I'm going to be able to use the towns, these buildings here for instance, to come and attack his troops. How are we doing? Got to be careful with defensibles. They'll probably take up position in one of these buildings because the cavalry, I don't think they can form square.
Yes, sir.
No, they can't. Defensibles. They're militia, so we need to maybe move them behind here and then into the town if needs be. Here's my artillery. Gosh, it's still a long, long way behind, isn't it? It's moving up, but only slowly. What have we got here? We can probably put our sharpshooters in this building actually. They should be able to attack the line. They're fairly accurate, aren't they, I believe? Yeah, very good troops, but they're not particularly good at fighting cavalry, of course, as they're skirmishers. We'll be putting those in a building, which is probably exactly what would have happened in real life. Right, so we can move. These are tired now, so we need to let them rest for a little while whilst we bring up our artillery. Where's I'm gonna actually move my cavalry to the flank over to here. Because what I want to do is, sounds a bit crazy, but I'm going to charge directly at the guns because they're still not deployed. These cavalry are not really doing anything, they're still moving, these artillery. We'll leave these guys for a bit longer. Make sure these guys don't start deploying. Keep them moving about. We have a brigade here that could suffer some damage, so we're going to try and hide them behind this building. That's good actually, he's actually moving. So we've got 3 regiments here, Inniskilling Dragoons, the Royal Dragoons and the Cameron regiments, the Scottish, Irish and English. They're actually producing a... They're getting their stakes out, so you can't attack from that angle. You can certainly attack from here. Just have to watch counter-charge by the French cavalry, Spanish cavalry rather. But certainly we could take out his guys here. Got to watch out for fences. Don't have some kind of weird, all of them walking into these fences for some reason. There's a void here. Can. Still not deploying his artillery, which is really weird. Straight away, 3 of his cavalry and his artillery, don't get counter-charged. Are we charging? A bit kind of like particularly organised charge. Some hits now from his infantry. Alright, let's quickly get in and out if we can. Counter-charged, we probably need to withdraw actually. Let's withdraw as quickly as possible. Done some damage, we can move. Seem to be moving that fast. Drag the cavalry with us. He's into here. He's here. He's here.
We have taken a building, sir.
You got any artillery left? Oh, we're suffering hits, we are. Okay lads. Draw. We're going to look at possibly taking up position on a flank now so that we can use our cavalry to attack. It's time to move forward with the infantry. We can move Duke forwards. These are still tired actually, surprised me. Let's move these guys to here. Where's my artillery? They're kind of moving forward. Let's move them forwards a bit further. This cavalry a bit too far over actually, I don't want them too far away from us. trade up. Going to Southern Regiment into this house. King's German, a very good troop, those in reserve. He's still got some cavalry around, so we've got to be quite careful. Move the Duke up to just here. So we dealt with his artillery. Our own artillery is coming up fairly soon. We'll be able to start using that against him. Let's set up over here. Sort of battery over there. Gonna hold these guys. Hold these guys who don't want to move in before the artillery's been firing. Move these Suffolk and the Essex Regiment up. Duke was moving. Let's move him over to here. Okay, quite happy with that deployment. We should be able to inflate the French fairly soon. So we're looking to move our artillery over here. We're going to move the infantry here, the cavalry here. Ready to tackle the flank if we can. There we go.
We've taken a building, sir.
A bit unhappy with the amount of infantry I've got here. I probably need to move the guys around a little bit more. Go towards us. They are. I don't think they'll stand for long. They're going. Okay, it's mounting a kind of a cavalry charge, but I honestly don't think that they're going to do much damage to us. Let's run these guys. Let's hurry up the deployment with my artillery. But we need to move back. We certainly do not want to take casualties for no reason. Let's run, because we're actually taking hits now. Let's deploy the artillery, and let's run these cavalry in to break up their current Highlanders. Yeah, we're getting good hits on these guys here. Okay, that's a good job. They're nearly gone. Let's use our artillery now to rake their lines. Let's run. Let's run back this way. Don't get any friendly fire hits. This Sheriff Forrester's regiment up. Don't really want to be firing to the back of my guys. Mounted a charge, I'm not going to bother to go into square. I don't think we need to be honest. Okay, the artillery should be doing a bit more of the job now on these guys. Let's attack his general. Artillery should really start to hit these guys soon. We should be finding that gosh, it was 40 guys there. these spikes, which he looks as if he's going to do actually. Okay. Is he almost gone? Right, let's retreat because we don't want to go onto the spikes. Use these guys to attack here. No, don't go onto the spikes, I just told you. Artillery is absolutely perfectly lined up, ready to attack these guys.
Soon to be yours.
No lads are doing very well. Might have a bit of a problem here. These guys are getting a bit stubborn. Let's use the artillery against any units that start to stand, if you know what I mean. The generals come back. Give them quite a few hits, these units. Okay. Let's run these guys. Continue to fire on them. Let's give them the bayonet actually. I don't think they'll stand to do this. Let's move the artillery to fire along this line here. It's very good because we can actually rake the whole of their line now with our artillery. It's all 4. Let's bring the cavalry in. Wow. Very tired. Right, okay. So we're starting to get a bit of a chain route going now. We'll continue to take in many hits here. Actually, to be honest, let's move them behind. Move the light infantry in there. That wasn't my intention to begin with, to be honest. Okay, things are going okay now. Let's continue to use the artillery on these guys. That's the cheapest way to get a victory. I'm going to move these guys back. These regiments forward. One new firing line. Hurry lads. Starting to retreat now. Need to take them out of so we can fire on these guys. Move the dragoon guards up. Dragoons rather. Gosh, they're still standing actually, considering the morale is very low. I'm playing this on very hard, so I think that's possibly why they really are standing for longer than perhaps they would do normally. Okay. Let's move these 3 regiments up. Run them as they're moving around. Let's end their battle. Heroic victory. Let's good. We lost 362. Unfortunately, we killed nearly 150 of our own men, which is good. It's never good. Wow, isn't that tempting to loot? If we loot, let's tell you what, public order's going to be bad anyway, to be honest. Let's occupy that. We've got plenty of money. Okay, let's repair this. And repair that. And do that. And do that. What else can we... Do we need to repair this, or did the Spanish do this for us? We need to repair that. We were damaging all these ports, unfortunately. Or fortunately. So it's our intention to hold on to this territory. Right, so we know what he's got here. We'll keep this agent here ready to attack these guys next. It looks as if it's mainly militia, to be honest. Some horse artillery, which is a bit awkward to face. Let's go for that. We're going to try and upgrade these Spanish areas. Wow, that was expensive. Glasgow University. That must mean that we can now do some more. Yeah, we want a drill school, so we're going to go for that. Roads. Can we build roads? Let's have a look. We can. That's handy. Right, so we're going to have a revolt here, so it might be sensible to move some more troops down, so we're going to do that. I'm sure this will be fine, yeah. Let's move down to here. We'll keep this army here for the moment, replenishing. We took quite a lot of losses actually, more than I wanted, 300 odd troops. Let's move this guy over to here. And we'll repair. So quite a reasonable sized navy there that we can deploy and use. We'll need to move this navy back. It's in the Adriatic. Over to here. We've almost got a full stack there actually, to be honest. And we're building plenty of ships, plenty of trading ships. We'll build another one. What I'm looking to do is grab this spices area, and also there's a coffee one along here somewhere. Yeah, a coffee one as well. Right, okay. Move to the border. Now got 3 stacks, I think, ready to attack the French. To move this guy up to the border, ready to attack. We're just going to wait for them to repair. It's only slow replenishment rate. We do need to actually have. It's got quite a lot of troops here. He's got 1, 2, probably about 3 stacks, I would say, 2.5 to 3 stacks. So we're certainly going to need to have all of our troops from southern Spain. Gosh, our money's gone down a lot, hasn't it? Mind you, we just built a lot. Let's have a look, see what's happening with our national summary. About 4,000. So we're starting to hit the wall now. We've got a large fleet, probably 5-6 armies. So we're probably in a situation now we need to take a lot more territory out, or we're going to not be able to build any more walls. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to attack Portugal. I don't really want to leave Portugal behind us when we start to attack towards the French homeland over here. So we take out Portugal. That's weird, it's pink rather than red, which is weird. Maybe it's because we've just taken it. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Anyway, construction. Yep, that's fine. We don't need a small star fort. We're not going to ever have to defend this territory. Right. Did I actually build up any ships this time? I believe I did. It does mean, actually I'm just going to take that ambient noise off, so it does, after a while it does annoy me, to be honest. That's better, isn't it? That is much better. Let's move my ships over to here. We'll go down to here. That should help our money for the next turn actually. thinking about it. It did seem rather low, our cash. We're basically going to just load up these trading areas with the full stacks if we can afford to do that. I'm going to have a look in a moment and see how many we've actually got. We certainly don't need any more ships, I don't feel, at the moment, any warships. We're building 2 in Portsmouth, building the Hibernia and Victory. They'll go to join the home fleet, which is here. You just need to take out this port. That's gone. I think we can move these ships back now, can't we, from here? Let's move them back here to guard the port where we're building stuff. Certainly do not want to lose. And I think we're going to move these guys back to here. What have we got here? We need to move this together. So we've got all our troops together. Actually, it'll be the first term we actually haven't built any ships. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to not upgrade that. That should give us enough to build some ships. I think they're about 500, 600 a turn. So we'll go back to the ports. I've definitely got to keep my trade going. Right, so that port's still being repaired. Okay, build that and that. Oh, we've got one there building. Can't build anything there yet. That's a naval port, so that's really not of much use to us. Really want merchantmen, to be honest. Again, that's repairing, but we can build some merchantmen there. Some merchantmen. And I think we're done, to be honest. I think that's all of them done. Yeah. Is there anything else I can upgrade? I don't think there is. We need a technological sort of breakthrough before we can do any more upgrading. Yeah. Right, okay. I think it's basically done, to be honest. I think I might end the episode there. We won't be attacking France in southern Europe, in these 2 territories, southern France rather, probably until we've got the other 2 armies that are down here, or the other 2.5 stacks. But that'll be a fair while actually. If we get a chance, obviously opportunistically we will go in and grab territory. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We'll do that. But it's going to take a little while, I think, to actually destroy, maybe 2 or 3 turns, destroy these Spanish rebels and then come down and destroy these guys. Possibly we could speed things up a little if I actually move this army onto a ship. Can we do that? Can he actually reach? I'm sure that he can now. Let's have a look. Ah, did he reach or not? Yes, he did, I think. The French have no ships here, I don't think, that can attack me. Oh, the Turks. I have to be careful here. We might lose a whole army. They might suddenly appear out of the blue. I doubt it's on there, to be honest, but they might. But we're going to move that army. It's replenishing, move it down to here, so that will speed things up, I think. We'll keep 2 armies up here to keep on watch on Toulouse. Let's just quickly end my turn, and we'll see what the enemy does. Yeah, certainly 2 stacks there, plus, yeah, he's probably got about 3 stacks, 2.5 to 3 stacks. So unless we can get the opportunity where we've got 2 armies against 1, I'm not going to risk a defeat. Not at this stage anyway. Once we've got the other armies from Spain, we'll certainly push on and attack them. Again, the Russians are really not being much use, to be honest. Not much help. I really want to see the grey or the dark blue of Prussia and Austria progressing a bit more. To the French territory. Right. Ah, that's interesting. Ah. Ooh. What I'm looking at is Portugal actually moved down towards that territory, haven't they? That's quite interesting. We're obviously going to suffer a revolt here. There's no way around that. So, right. Okay. Right. So we've got an army over here. Can they reach? They can't quite reach. What I'm looking is moving to here. But we can do stuff, can't we? We can do clever stuff. Let's move them out. This guy here, this army guy here, we can move back into there. Move this guy from there to there into the port. We'll take the guys off. Let's disembark them. Let's move the ship out. Let's move another ship in. What have we got here? Let's use a frigate. Let's move them on. Right, I believe that we can reach them now. Let's come to here. Right. Let's disembark Michael Stowell. Can we attack? Damn, we can't attack. Isn't that annoying? I think the Spaniards are going to take this out. The Portuguese are going to take that out. Can we attack from here? We can't attack from there either. Damn. Damn. These guys go back on the ship. So we don't need much, actually. They can. Okay. Let's put them in there. Now if we take them off, can they move? They still can't move. That's very annoying. Okay, let's think how we can try and do this. Let's move these militia into here. Let's move that to there. Let's embark this guy. What I'm looking to do, can we actually... No, we can't. So because it's not a port, it's not divert, we're going to have trouble. It looks like the Spanish, Portuguese are going to take this out. There's no way of us stopping them. I suspect they'll just attack, next go and take it. Very annoying, actually. See that way we can do this. So I'm fiddling about here because I'd rather take Gibraltar for myself, as you can understand. We've got an army. If an army starts here, goes to a port, okay, and it gets on a ship. Right, now I can only reach down to here. It's very annoying. Let's get down to La Corona. Okay, well we'll move that army down to attack here. Right, I think I'm going to end the episode there. As you can see, I don't think there's very much I can do about the Portuguese. They're probably going to take this out next turn. We have troops around. Unfortunately, they can't take part in a battle. I was trying to get that and get the Portuguese to capture it for me, but that's not going to happen now. Okay. Let's just sort out these ships. Navy, okay, they can fully replenish. Let's get down to there. Got some merchant ships we can add to the fleet here. That's good. Obviously going to need to protect these guys now. And we'll repair this fleet. It's going to be expensive, but I'm sure we can manage it. There we go. So that ship can come down here and actually defend these. Okay, all the rest are being repaired. Okay, we've got some ships here to defend these ships that are producing the food and the wealth. We can continue to build merchant ships, which I intend to do as many times as I can. So it's still being repaired, it is, isn't it? Okay, I think we're done. We can move the two large ships, the Hibernia and the Victory. We'll move them to here. Do a bit more damage to the... I'll move these guys in as well. That gives us a nice big fleet. Actually, I'm quite happy now that that's quite a balanced fleet. It's a little bit light in terms of it's got quite a lot of frigates, but to be honest, it's not really that much of a worry. That's quite badly damaged. Let's make sure it's completely destroyed actually. Okay, that's gone. Is there any more recruitment I want to do? I don't think there is. I don't think I can afford to do any more, to be honest, at the moment. Yeah, we'll hold fire and do some economic developments, recruitment report, trade route, first rate ship of the line, that's us, construction, so that's all done. Okay, I'm going to end the episode there. Hope you've enjoyed it. You know what the strategy is now. We'll be moving south towards the Portuguese held Gibraltar, which I'm sure will happen next turn. Then we'll take out the Portuguese stuff. We'll move our fleets down to attack their... Once they're gone, we'll move in to take out their trading areas, which they seem to have two. Then we may take out Denmark and Norway. I'm not sure, to be honest. We may do that once we've taken out the French territories here. We may do that first to clear the northern and then move to attack the French on this front, just along here, along the Rhine. Okay, thanks for your time watching. We've had the Battle of Madrid, March 1806. The rest has really been deployment of troops and ships around. I'll be speaking to you soon, and bye for now.